Peace and love to my family out here. This is the one and only Black Mortal God coming at you live out of the 206. I just wanted to start this quick, brief intermission off by stating Black Power, every second, every minute of the hour. It is going to always consistently remain Black Power on these demonic ass cowards. Check game. I want to come at you guys, family, real quick with a brief story. It caught my eye. Something that occurred early throughout the year of 2021, in the month of February. There was a very unfortunate situation that occurred out in Texas. One of the young brothers, man, he was stopped by some evil race soldiers. And I'm gonna just roll the clip. I'm gonna roll this clip. I'm gonna let you guys check it out for yourself, and I'm gonna give you my I'm gonna give you my side of the story, and I'm gonna interpret it for you guys in a way that it should be interpreted correctly. Holla at me. Let me know what you think. Check me out.
Police have dropped charges against a teen who was arrested for walking in a Plano street during last week's winter weather. The entire encounter was caught on camera. The high school student believes he was arrested because he's black, but Plano's chief of police believes his officers' actions were not racially motivated. Fox 4's David Santendry has the details. David.
Natalie, the 18-year-old says video of George Floyd and other black men killed or hurt by police officers makes him feel uneasy around law enforcement. Plano's chief of police tells me he's dropping the charge because it does not fit what officers were initially called out to investigate.
Hey man, you trying to get home? Are you trying to get home?
18-year-old Rodney Reese was stopped by Plano police officers while walking home from work at Walmart during the Texas freeze last Tuesday night. Police say someone called, concerned that a black male wearing a short-sleeved shirt was stumbling along the icy conditions. It was a welfare check. Reese lives with his mom just a few blocks away, right down the street from where he works. He repeatedly told officers he was fine.
Sir, look, we just want to talk to you. All right?
I'm on the way home. I'm straight.
Okay, but you're walking in the middle of the road.
All right. I understand it. My bad. I do this every night here. I'm straight.
Okay. You ain't cold or nothing?
No.
With that cheese shirt on?
Officers continued to follow him, however, for 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
We're doing an investigation. I don't care. I'm going home. You were officially detained. No. Yes.
Before handcuffs were placed around his wrists.
Just relax.
Just relax, all right?
Just relax.
We're just trying to talk to
But
you.
I got an anger problem. Please get off. Y'all not know.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I didn't even say.
Yeah, you did stop. Put your hands behind your back now. You are not free to go.
Wow.
The next thing you do is going to be get a charge. Right now, because you're pushing on.
I'm not pushing. How am I pushing on?
Reese was arrested for walking in the street. The official charge, pedestrian in the roadway. The high school student spent the night in jail.
They just treated me like I was criminal or something.
The teen says he was walking along the street because the area off to the side of it, seen in this photo taken the next day, was covered in ice and snow. He says he kept walking away because he didn't need help.
Just a simple encounter. A simple encounter. That's why I tried to dodge you. So I could make it home. I don't know.
Friends and loved ones say he's just a good kid with a clean record who was scared.
I know the kid's character. I know the kid's demeanor.
Plano Police Chief Ed Drain backs his officers for checking on Reese.
There's a lot of information that we know about this case that we didn't know at the time. Those officers did not know his age. They didn't know he was 18. They didn't know he worked at Walmart. They didn't know where he lived.
First of all, you were in the roadway, which is a safety hazard, and you're not supposed to be in the road.
Still, he says the arrest wasn't consistent with the reason officers went out there, a welfare check. He says the 18-year-old called was difficult to cooperate with, but that he has a right to not cooperate. He's dropping the charge.
You should have taken him home, is where he should have gone.
The police department will determine if an internal investigation is warranted. Chief Drain doesn't believe race was a factor in the arrest.
But I can't get inside people's hearts. I can't get inside people's heads.
As for Reese,
Just because I'm black, that's it. Just because I'm black, I fit the description. I don't even think the call would have happened, honestly.
We're just trying to figure out where you're going.
Oh, I just said that.
he believes it's the only reason.
Relax this arm. Relax your arms, okay? Relax your arms.
The police chief says Reese resisted arrest, but the department did not file that charge. If you'd like to see how this played out frame by frame, we have posted a link to the entire video over on our website. That's fox4news.com.
Okay. All right, family. So, with that being said, we all can see clearly what really happened there. All right? We all can see what really happened. All right? Now, the young brother was just trying to get home. The young brother was just trying to get home. You feel me? Mr. Reese was trying to get home. All right? That's all he wanted to do. He works at Walmart. You feel me? Let me get this out the way. The young brother works at Walmart. He actually stayed later. He would have already been home, but he stayed later because they needed him there. Because a lot of people called off, just like it's inclement weather. You see how it looks in Texas. When does it ever snow in Texas like this? When does it ever snow in Texas like this? I'll wait. Make a long story short, due to inclement weather, a lot of staff called off at work. So the young brother, being the good young brother that he is, he stuck around at work after hours to help out. And then when it was time for him to go, he punched the clock and headed home. Now his mother would have went and picked him up, but he informed his mom, don't come get me because shake the game. You gonna sit there and you gonna be warming the car up. As while you sitting there warming up the car, I could already be home. So don't even worry about it, moms. It's all good. It's all good, mom. Don't even trip. So the young brother decides to walk home, and one of these, I'll just say caucasoids. One of these caucasoids saw him in the area walking, and then they wanted to call and report a man walking and stumbling in the snow. What do you expect him to do? He can't fly in the snow. He can't walk normally in the snow. So he had to walk, and he was stumbling like everybody else would. Everybody stumbles in the snow. You slip in the snow. That's normal. Even when the cop was getting out of the car, if you watch that video, as soon as she steps out the car, she goes whoop because she fucking slipped. As soon as she put her feet on the ground. It's snow, dummy. So they were called to report him. You know, so if I don't know if you guys can read this based off the cam, because the cam is a little, but it says a teen who was seemingly racially profiled in Texas for walking while black has had all charges against him dropped. You damn right they dropped the charges. This young man, Mr. Reese, was just minding his own business trying to get home. That's all he wanted to do was get home. Now you gotta remember, y'all, this is Texas. Alright? This is Texas. A lot of our young brothers and sisters will never experience the Texas the way Texas used to be. You feel me? Texas is extremely racist. Texas is extremely racist. In fact, Texas was one of the last states to abolish slavery. So you have Plano, Texas, right? Plano, Texas. Now, where Plano, Texas is located, you see that star on the map. I want you guys to know, like I said, Texas is highly racist. Here's some little spots on this map right here. On this shows you guys all those little white spots is where it's like highly racist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go there, where you going, boy, and all that type of shit, they're gonna racially profile against you because it's hella racist. It's hostility in those areas. Everywhere you see on this map in the United States, in this specific area around these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states. Okay, you got Louisiana, you got Alabama, you got You got Oklahoma, and then you got Texas. And I want to say that that's Georgia over there. I believe that is Georgia. So, like I said, remember, you see that star? That's Plano. That's where the young brother, Mr. Reese, was living at. That's where the young brother lived at. Okay? Now, you see how those stars, you see those dots? You see that? You got Plano, you got Dallas, and you got Plano right above Dallas. See those dots? You see those dots? Connected dots. You see that star? Plano. Boom. Smack dead right there in the middle. Boom. Around a whole bunch of white dots, boy. So you know that in areas like that, that means it's a nice area. You feel me? Like an area where it's not really the hood like that. So you will be profiled if you're in those areas. Texas is highly racist. Texas is highly racist. It's always been racist. The Ku Klux Klan is deep in Texas. The Klan is deep in Texas. You know what I'm saying? They don't come out as much as they used to, but you got to remember the FBI never viewed them as the enemy, so therefore they were never brought to justice for hanging, murdering, raping, killing black people. The Ku Klux Klan has a huge amount of pride in Texas. Okay? And then the Klan is the police. A lot of y'all don't realize that the Klan is the police. Not all police officers. I don't want to say all police officers are the Klan, because I've had encounters with officers that were, you know, they just wanted to show up, punch in, they do their job, they go home. But if you're in the South and you're in an area where it's well known for the Klan to be around, the Klan is deep in Texas, the Klan is deep in Louisiana, the Klan is deep in Alabama, the Klan is deep. You see all these states, the Klan is deep in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, Greenwood, Oklahoma, where we had Black Wall Street, where the Ku Klux Klan went and they bombed that whole community from the sky and destroyed the economic progress in those communities, those urban black communities. You got Alabama, you got Georgia, and you got Louisiana. All those all those white dots is in those states. That's where the Klan is at. Okay, so remember that. That's where the Klan is at. Now, here's just for you, just an example. There's this police officer. His name was Raymond Mott. This guy was a fucking Klansman. You see him on the left with the black shirt on. He's a Klansman. He's at the little rally doing with his hands up, you know, doing the little Klansman salute. And this is the fucking officer right here. This same officer right here, sitting here with his badge on and his body cam, and he's sitting there smiling like he's Mr. Happy good duty protect and serve officer, man. This is the Klansman right there. That's him right there, bro. That's him right there. So you got to understand, when your baby's walking home from school, when your baby's walking home from work, or when your baby's pretty much walking anywhere in any one of these southern states, you're willing to, if you get pulled over by the police for a so-called welfare check, for so-called suspicion in the area, that police officer that's pulling you over, this police officer that's pulling you over could be Raymond, like be somebody like Raymond. You feel what I'm saying? Raymond, this officer right here, just left the Klan rally, bro. This is what they do. This is one of their little ceremonial rallies. You know, they got a swastika burning and they got their traditional cross burning. You see what I'm saying? This is the Klans, bro. These are terrorists. These are demonic, evil terrorists in America who have the history of murdering black people, hanging black men, cutting the phallus off of black men, cutting open the stomach of pregnant black women as the baby fall out, and they hang her from a tree. The baby fall out on the ground, and then they stump the head of the baby and kill the baby along with the mother for hundreds of years. This is a terrorist demonic group in America that the FBI refused to list as terrorists, and they allowed this to go on in this country. The government allowed these terrorists to linger in the country of the United States of America for hundreds of years, and they're still there. They're still there. So this terrorist demonic evil group called the Ku Klux Klan are your police. They are your police. They are your police. Not all of them. But how am I gonna know? If I've never seen you, I don't know you from a can of paint, don't know you from a breath of clean air, never seen you, and you run up on me and you was a police officer, and you call yourself running up on me to do a welfare check-in regarding the situation. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. Fuck the situation. I'm walking home like the young brother, young Reese, was walking home. You feel me? On his way to the crib, and then the police officers run up on him. The police officers run up on him. And all he wanted to do was just go home, fam. Little did he know he was fucking around with a Ku Klux Klan staff member in uniform. And he didn't even know it. These police officers, like I said, the Klan, they get these police officer job. Here's a quick little sketch, quick little cartoon of a quick example of basically what you're dealing with, fam. This is what you're dealing with. You got a little black baby. Rest in peace, Tamir Rice. Rest in peace, Tamir Rice. You got a little black baby, right? And the Klansman, he went and got him a job as law enforcement. And then when he see that young black baby, your young black baby, like little homie, little Mr. Reese, the young brother almost got killed. They could have killed that young brother, man, because he told you, I have anger problems. Can you leave me alone? And then he pushed the officer off him, but he was like, I didn't mean to push you, but that's an automatic instinct. You sitting here and you're harassing me, and I don't want to be touched. Leave me alone. And y'all gonna tell him you're being detained now. You're not going to be free. You're being detained. The Ku Klux Klan in uniform. There you go. The Klansman in uniform. The Klansman in uniform stopped your baby on a late night. All he was doing was walking in the snow. He just left the Klans rally 2 days. Look, 2 days ago, 2 days before he clocked in over the weekend. On his weekend, Raymond Mont was at the Klan rally, and then on Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday he goes back to work and he looked like this, and then he stopped your baby. But he just left here though. Put that together. This is a cartoon, the Klansman in uniform with his gun out on your little black baby. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. Now, back to what I was saying. All the little homie was doing was walking home. You see, he got his bag. He's not bothering nobody, bro. He's not bothering nobody. What's so harmful about this young brother? All he's doing is walking while black. He's walking while black. On his way home from work, he stayed late to help out the community at the Walmart. He's on his way home, and like I said, these Klansmen are hoping they love catching black people walking around after sundown. You know, they had sundown laws back in the day in the South. They had sundown laws where if you got caught walking around in the South after sundown, that was just that was just giving them permission to catch you, rape you, molest you, hang you, murder you, torture you. You feel me? So these police officers who are Klansmen and Klanswomen, they caught a brother walking around after sundown. So due to tradition, that's in their instincts, in their blood. It runs in their bloodline, fam, to catch you after sundown and harass you. And you guys already know who this is. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Here's a quick. This is what they wanted to do. When they saw the young brother walking, they was hoping and praying that he would be extremely aggressive and that he would be extremely hostile and try to resist arrest like anybody would do in this situation. You're bothering me, you're harassing me. Of course he's going to want to resist arrest, but you could tell his mother raised him very much well. Shout outs to his mother. I would like to give a shout out to this young brother's mother because she raised him right. She raised him right because they wanted to hit him with the George Floyd. They wanted to hit him with the George Floyd. They was hoping that he was gonna resist and be mad and try to fight and get off me, and so they could have a reason to rough him up, and then put their knee in his neck, put their knee in your baby's neck. He say I can't breathe, and then your baby's gone. That's what they wanted. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's what they wanted. They was hoping that they can catch the young brother walking at night, get all in his face, fuck with him, harass him. He get upset and then get off me, man. I'm not even doing nothing. Like he told him, I didn't mean to push you, but you're on me. And they hoping that they can get him, put him on a George Floyd. Hoping they can get him like George Floyd. That fucks with that brother, man. He's scarred for life now, bro. The young brother, young Mr. Reese, is scarred for life now. He's scarred for life now. This man was on TV and he had to try to hold back the tears, and he's only 18. He's a high school, he's not even done with high school yet. He didn't even get a chance to graduate high school yet, man. You see, and that scarred this young brother. He stayed late at work to help out the community, and all he got in return was to be harassed by cops because he was a young black man walking around at night in town after sundown. He's scarred for life. These Texas cops, man, I'm telling you out here in Texas,